So it should be on both. Yeah, there we go. So
it's on both. Yeah, I got it. Yeah.
All right,
129 chat, man. We're doing okay. We're doing all right. Not bad.
Yeah, we're doing well this year. We've done better than. Well, are you not going to say hello to everyone? So,
yo, people. Welcome to Team RaddTitan chat. Another week. We were one day off last week, so we got on Friday because we had a full-on review day. So we're on today. We managed to get the job done, sticking to our usual Thursday routine if we can. And then we'll try and run through some jazz and say what's been going on in the old statue community situation. So we'll try and share some bits with you. Welcome. And big shout out to wait a minute, who is it? Is it Dave Cassie who's on the road today?
Dave Cassie, yeah, Sinister.
Yeah, Sinister. He's on the road. He's got a long drive. He's driving across America or some shit. So he says he needs some distraction. Obviously, just don't crash, bro. Drive safe.
Well, he asked us if we could he asked us if we could go on later, so that we could do his thing. But if we went on like when he wanted us to go on, we'll probably be on at like 3 a.m. because there's the time difference.
Yeah, fuck that. I don't care about him that much. I mean, I like the guy, but come on. I mean, Jesus, there's only so much you can stretch that shit for.
All right, so so just going on to the so we got Brendan Guerrero, we got Chad. They're both mocking me. Yes, I did check my zipper, Chad. Emerald 322, that's a new one, isn't it?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Welcome. It says well, he's actually getting you, so that's I actually like him already.
Oh, no. You got a friend. What's he saying?
I got a friend. He says yo, oh, they're running late. Gio's rolling up his sleeves, I guess. Yeah, so
it does take a while. Exactly. It takes a while to get these where I like them. You know what I mean?
Brandon saying Gio's rolling up his sleeves and Alex is putting on some clothes to hide the fact he's actually homeless.
Well, I think anybody that sees you with that haircut knows that you're, really that CGI behind you. Really London street.
Bravo.
Welcome, family. Welcome.
Nicholas as well watching.
Nicholas, nice, good Greek boy.
Also, Omar's actually watching for once. Omar, ship my fucking parcel, you son of a bitch.
Well, did you buy those extra Magneto parts?
Yeah.
Knowing how you negotiate with people, I'm guessing that probably Omar owes you some money after you bought them. Is that right?
Well, I should have actually got back.
Plus a little bit of cash for you, just.
I should have got back. I should have got back to him and actually told him that he could fuck off at one point because he was telling me about how he. You can't send gifts to Australia anymore, apparently, on PayPal. So he was saying, you owe me another $12. I was going to go, yeah, fuck your $12. And just, you're getting your 300 like arranged, and you can fuck off. I just, fuck it, I can't be bothered.
Pay the man, you cheapskate, you motherfucker.
I paid him, god damn it. And then the other Aussie owes me money as well, so yeah.
Which other Aussie is this one?
Anthony. Anthony owes me money. Hutchinson. So he owes me money now as well. So PayPal done all that business where they kept some money back and whatever else, as they do.
Sneaky fuckers.
Yeah.
Sorry. Any news for you?
Did I say Andrew?
Yeah, you said Anthony Hutchinson.
No, sorry, Andrew. I suppose I meant to say Andrew.
Get your fucking sort your fringe out and get your facts right, for fuck's sake.
Damn it!
It's like your hair want to leave your face.
It is. I need to do. Well, the thing is, as well, is I made one of the guys who's doing one of the stalls there.
Yeah,
he's they got like all these basketball players there, and they got like a like when they have the like in Coming to America when they got that kind of style barbershop.
Yeah, you must be out of your goddamn mind. Joe Louis paid $500. Yeah,
gonna
that's
have,
one of
like,
my favorite things, man.
that kind of style barbershop in the convention. They're going to run one there. So the guy
Yeah.
was like, "Yeah, come
Oh,
here. Don't cut your hair for
oh,
2 weeks, and I'll get your hair cut over here and do it on a video and stuff like that."
That's
So I was
my
like, "All
favorite
right."
part of coming to America. That whole boxing chat. That's my favorite bit. The you know, he says he says like how great Joe Louis is, and then the geezer says, "Yeah, but what about Rocky Marciano? Yeah, he whooped Joe Louis, you know." And then he turns around and goes like, "Joe Louis was 175 years old when he fought." It's like, fucking, 175 years old. I just love that shit, man. Oh, you know that there's, you know, that Eddie Murphy is like two of those three dudes, and the other geezer's he's like one or two of them as well.
Yeah,
Fucking.
yeah.
And you got old Cuba Gooding Jr. just sitting there getting his trim, man.
Yeah.
And he just ain't even touching his head. And the light just up on his head. You know,
So
man,
let me just go through. All right. So so we've got a few questions. Gio, Bay Ray Bill's looking great up there. Yeah,
do you know what?
like Tony
That better Ray Bill, man. There's no. I'm telling you now that that's, for me, it's the most underrated piece of 2017. I'm telling you now, it is that I haven't got absolutely zero issues with anything on it. The only thing is it's a bit stiff. That the outstretched right arm. his outstretched right arm is a one motherfucking tight pin, man. It's a big peg and magnet that's holding that in, and it was really tight to get in. And then the armor that was on the side, the shoulder part, and the cape are like literally a millimeter from touching each other. So you have to be so careful maneuvering. So many people have like jammed them in together. I say so many. I think two people that they broke them, like shoving it.
A bit of exaggeration there. It's good.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, sorry. Never let the. I use your quote. Never let the truth get in the way of a good story.
Well, it's actually Chow Solid, I think. Is this better or worse then? Is this better or worse if I wear a cap? Is that worse?
Dude, you look like you shouldn't be around small kids at schools. Take the fucking cap off.
Damn it.
If I saw you loitering, man, I'd have to make some phone calls, bro. Nah, the Better Ray Bill, honestly, he's huge as well, man. He's about 27 inches. And two really good portraits. And, you know, there's so many switch out options, changes the pose, you know, really dynamic change, you know, with the one arm out. And then you got one pose, which is the two hammers. And then you got the Stormbreaker above his head. And then the, you know, the hand down by his side. There's lots of nice changes there. It's a very well put together piece. It's one of my favorites of last year.
Oh, I like Brendan this week. He's starting on you now. He said Gio is an expert at handling tiny pegs.
Hey, listen. You know, a good friend of mine used to say it's not the size of the nail, it's the hammer that's fucking behind it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So Tony's asking when I'm going to get back in my room. I actually fucking hell.
Right there. Get them nuts out of your mouth and fucking tell us.
I actually had a bit of a sort out the other day because I had a piece come in and fucking hell, I've gone like red light my fucking hood. I can see on the screen. Take
this. Yeah, take that.
Yeah, Tony's asking when I'm getting back into my room. So I got a few pieces in over the last couple of weeks and I had a bit of a move around. I've actually I can see Doctor Strange and I can see Dark Phoenix over there. So I moved them out of the room.
You know what to do with that, didn't you? Sell Doctor Strange and then throw a brick at that Dark Phoenix. That's all. I was
going to use it as target practice. I was going to get some of the rifles out of the loft and shoot them, but yeah. Anyway, so yeah, I went in there. I did move a load of stuff around the Struvers and some of the details. I put some pieces in other places to make up some space. I'm not 100% happy with how it came out, but it was still kind of much better than it was. What I need to do next is I went into actually you came with me, didn't you? We went into like I don't know what they have in America, like a hardware store, but
B&Q, we call it. I don't know why
B&Q, Home Base, whatever it was. and we went in there to look at some kind of right angle brackets, L brackets, whatever they're
Is that
called.
when you had your Hebrew moment and you wouldn't pay the £1.20 fucking pence per fucking bracket, and you said you're going to go buy the nice powdered crap cheap stuff from China? Is that when that happened?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm not denying it. I mean,
You should have just paid that. You shouldn't take any chances with that stuff because you're better off getting the stuff like from a proper place. You shouldn't buy it on
because they were 155 each for the ones I wanted. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then on eBay, it's actually a UK shop. On eBay for 24, which is how many I need, the 24 worked out as about £8.
Thing is it's hard because the thing that worries me is just that with eBay, if anything comes down, it's just difficult. With them things, them brackets. If you've got them on your doorstep and you can just walk into B&Q, I just pay the money. I just pay the money because it's you know what you're getting when you go into these places. On eBay, you just don't know who to trust, man. Could be some powdered metal and feels good, but if they break, you're fucked, man.
Well, if you have 4 of those, compared to even if they're made of whatever metal, those fucking the pegs are made of like aluminium. They're well soft. You can bend them well easy. So the thing is that 4 of those hold the weight for long enough. But if you have 4 of these, pretty much a lot more substantive brackets, they're going to do the job. They don't need to hold 100 kilos.
People are saying someone just messaged me saying there's no sound on my video. Is that just them?
Oh, really?
Just ask Brandon and everybody else if they can hear me, or if you just shut it.
No, because everyone on here is saying, no one on here has mentioned.
Probably like me silent. A lot of people like me silent.
So you're there, you're fine. Talk.
Your mama. Do you hear me? Not good? Any good?
Talk again.
What would you like me to say, Mr. Homo?
Ooh.
Can you hear me?
No. Didn't hear you. Let me just have a quick... Carry on talking. The people on thing can hear you anyway.
No, on Facebook?
Yeah.
So on Facebook they can hear me, but it's YouTube I'm more quiet.
No, Facebook, YouTube can't hear you at all.
Oh, wonderful. That's what you always need.
So...
Is it something in your settings?
Yeah. No, I'm sorting it out, but you can carry on talking while I sort it out.
I forgot what we were talking about. Yeah, I think, if people out there are going to build their displays, going to mess with their displays, if you've got a hardware play system...
We're good.
Good. What was it? You just silenced me as usual. Put my volume right down as usual.
No, I don't know. One of the settings changed for some reason.
Ah, yes, changed all on its own. Broke all on its own. I was nowhere near it. I didn't touch it. Do you remember that clock thing that happened to us? Do you remember that?
Yeah, but that was nothing to do with me. That was you.
No, I'm talking about when it fell
I
off.
know what you're talking about.
When it rolled down like all the shelves and smashed into loads of things. And then my mum come in. Do you remember? And we said what happened. She's like, "Oh, yeah, fuck off." We were like,
"No, it weren't your mum. It was Mark."
Ah,
it was Mark. Yeah, it weren't your mum. Yeah, someone says audio is good here. Facebook has no audio from Geo, but we're okay now.
You're better off going to a proper place. I think I would avoid buying if it's important. I wouldn't avoid, unless you've used people before. I'd avoid eBay for things like that.
I don't know. I mean, I bought all of my wire clamps off of eBay.
Wire clamps are a little bit different though, because this physics. You know what I mean? Once you tighten them screws up, it doesn't move. It's one of them things. In order for them to go loose, I don't know how you'd even do that. I don't even know how you'd get them to go loose. The only thing that would happen is the metal snap, the actual bars. But in regards to those things that are holding them L brackets, it's what they're made of, because some people use powdered steel or whatever it is, powdered like metal, and it feels like metal, and but it's not very strong. You just don't realize it until it's too late.
So
and you've been decapitated, lost all its fingers.
So I've been basically, as I said before, we realised that no one could hear George on Facebook. Must have been quite nice. But basically, yeah. So I have been in my room. I have moved stuff around, and I got Magneto Monday just gone. So
Yeah.
I put Magneto where I don't know if people remember from my room tour, but I put Magneto where Lizard was. So he's in the center. Unfortunately, Lizard got moved to the bottom, and I think he looks. I had a moment where he was on the middle shelf, and he looked really, really good on the middle shelf. So the problem is, I think most things look good at
Yes.
mid level, and the
Yeah.
thing is, most things don't look good on the bottom. So it is really hard to find things that go on the bottom really, really well, and that's a problem I think with displaying.
Listen, that's
So
a
we
that's
got
a that's a big part. That's a big part of
yeah,
your display is where you put. I mean, you will actually sell a good piece if you're displaying it wrong. I mean, there's. I think that's something that XM Punisher suffers with probably more than any other piece that I can think of. Is just it's really there's so much detail, good detail on it, but you can't see it from a lot of
yeah.
angles, and that's a problem. So you put the fucking thing, you put it on your shelf, and if you've got something blocking the top of it where you can't look over it, and you've got something blocking sort of round the back of it, around the side of it, you lose a lot of the quality. So you'll end up selling, and it's most of the time it's where things are. That's why people pull shit off the shelves at their sell, and then they're like, "Yeah, I ain't selling it," because you forget how good things are. You really do.
Well, I've had that when I was moving stuff around. I mean, the guy I bought Magneto off of was Ian Raff. He's on the groups, and top guy, really good to deal with. I bought a few things off him in the past. Um, Always been happy, and he came over, and he wanted to see Cable. So I told him that I'd take Cable out because I had Cable shoved in a
Yeah,
corner, and I
terrible.
took Cable out. I swapped his arms around. I did a little bit of this and that. I haven't changed his arms since we did the unboxing.
Yeah,
And basically, yeah, super, super like looking over him, and I'm like, Cable's fucking awesome. Cable's so good. Such a
yeah.
nice piece.
It's a shame though. Having it in the dark and in the corner is never good.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter how good the statue is. If it's pitch black and it's angled behind your settee, it's gonna look shit.
I mean, I think in a way, it was quite nice that I did do that because then I wouldn't have had the
Yeah,
no, because then I wouldn't have had that like moment of getting him back out and being like, wow,
yeah,
okay.
it's true. Somebody asked me actually recently, like, if what I thought the better piece was out of the Weapon X and the Cable. It's really difficult. It's very difficult for me to answer that question because I think I'm too heavily biased towards the character appreciation of Cable. I find that's a big part of it. I put on a post earlier actually. Somebody,
I did as well. Someone asked about Venom, Weapon X, and Ghost Rider. Is that the one?
yeah, that was it. And I really find, I mean, even you could name any three pieces. You could name, the Venom Comiket, you could name, the Thanos Maquette, and then, fucking Icebreaker this, or you can name any three pieces, any pieces you like. And the truth is that when you have character appreciation, I always find that when you like something and it fits what you remember, your nostalgic quality, when it fits that, I think you're more likely to forgive the little things. Like, for example, I'll give you a prime example.
Please
They're
do. Please do.
all of those three pieces that particular thing, the Ghost Rider, the Weapon X, and the K and the
Venom.
Venom, all have flaws. Every single one of them, right?
Mhm.
But then again, there's not many pieces that don't. In fact, there's probably none we've seen that don't. But all of them have flaws. But I think when you care about the character a little bit more, and they've nailed the character that you read, then I think you forgive it a lot more. For example, it would piss me off. Certain things would piss me off about the Ghost Rider or the Weapon X because I don't really like the characters. You know what I mean? But the base on the Venom, there's some sloppy paint in the gold,
Hey.
um, and a little bit of separation needed to be in the base to break up the bricks and the broken. I mean, that needed to be more defined. So there are issues there with the Venom, but because if you love it and it's exactly how you want it to pretty much be, you'll forgive those things. Whereas in, the Ghost Rider, people be like, the flames are no good or not right, or it's like a Lego set. There's things that you that bother other people that don't have, what I mean, that don't love
The
that
problem
character.
is I've only ever seen XM. I've only ever seen their Ghost Rider. I've never seen a production one. So,
Ghost Rider, I think, is a production one.
you sure?
I think it is. Yeah, I remember. I can't remember who I was talking to. I think it might have been Ben, but I think it
Okay.
was because
Well,
I
I've
said
only,
about the colours because the front wheel was dark,
yeah.
compared, and I did have a discussion and I said, "Is that just prototype?" And he just said, "No, that's production. That's how it looks."
And that was the thing I didn't like about it was the difference in colours on some of the parts. But you said it was something to do with the way the flame kind of starts,
Yeah, if
radiates off or
if you
something.
read if you watch the film or you read the comics, it seems to be that the power generates from the front wheel and then goes like it's lighter from the front and goes darker to the back.
Yeah.
But again, like I say, it depends who you're reading and what you're watching. That's what I mean. The reference point is the problem. So, go on. Who's your best out of those three? Did you give him an answer?
Well, I gave him a typical kind of. Why have I got blurry? I gave him like an on the fence answer, and I said to him,
Good old you.
they have all their strong points. I mean, I said, probably Ghost Rider's the most technical.
Engineering, yeah.
Weapon X will get my vote just for sheer character appreciation, and Venom is the best Venom on the market. So it depends on what you want to go with. In all honesty,
That's actually a really smart answer. I like
well,
that.
it depends. I mean, again, the same thing you just said. If the guy likes, if Venom's his favorite character of all time, and he likes, I don't know, McFarlane Venom, then why not? But if his favorite character is Ghost Rider, and he prefers, I don't know, what's his name? Is it Danny Blaze? No,
Johnny Blaze.
is it Johnny Blaze? Isn't that
Johnny
Human
Blaze?
Torch?
No.
What's Human Torch then? Johnny Storm. Oh yeah. Well, I know the other one's Danny Ketch, isn't it? But yeah, there's a few.
Yeah, Danny Ketch is the other Ghost Rider. I think one of them is fucking hell. We well got off point here. Jesus, no wonder these chats go on for long.
Yeah. Anyway, so we've got Ed Dude saying hello. Collectible Kingdom. Are you talking about the 1/5 Sideshow Thor? Then neither of us will be ordering that. I'm purposely not going to order anything below 1/4. I just don't have the space.
I may try and pick up. I haven't ever given up on Bowens. There's a couple of Bowen pieces that I really like. So if I ever come across them at the right price, I probably would buy one or two of them.
Yeah.
But I'm with
Chef
you.
Sirius is watching. Guile Gambinar. He said he got a Guile tactical variant.
Oh, congrats, bro! Well done.
Congratulations. I know Omar got one, and Lewis Valamar. There's a few guys.
That's a fucking shock. Omar doesn't ever miss.
Sean Middleton, Resident SWAT. What do you guys think of the Prime 1 Batman Hush?
Love it.
I think he means line, but
Love
it. I think it's really, really cool. I mean, the Superman.
It's not too big for me. I haven't got enough space, but
I agree with the size, but that Superman, the one where he's looking down, that is the fucking shit. That is the one.
Yes, you're right.
Cal Soups 808, Dave Rose.
Yo, baby boy.
Really want Hush. I want to know. Ramo, can't wait. Just a nice jacket. No, I'm just reading the comments. It's like,
yeah, you look like you play for the German football team, like you're physio for the German football team.
Yeah. Are you making a comment about you're saying I like to touch men or something? Or no?
We know that. We know that you're
Spanish Heart. X Cable is watching. Chris Eaton. No sound for George. We saw that. So Eric Bono. James is watching. James Wallace is watching. Thor. Gun.
Yo.
So for Hear Me Now. We can hear Alex's gravelly voice just fine.
Yes.
Cold Stag's watching. Silver Pants 68. That sounds like another new one.
We are. He's going to be training with me. Second day this week. He's coming to the gym with me. So
I know. Do you know how much I spoke to Riali for about 3 hours on the phone today? Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not even exaggerating. It was literally from. I was in my house. I left my house. I was still on the phone with him after about an hour. I left my house. I went to the post office to drop off some books, and then I went to food shopping. I walked around there. I come home, and then I prepared and cooked dinner, and then dinner was done, and it was about 6:45, and I said, "Dude, I got to go. I got to prepare for this fucking chat. Can you fuck off?" But the whole time he's like complaining about his. What was he complaining? Complaining about training and said he was sore. He said his chest was sore.
Yeah.
And
No,
here as well. Do you know like when you like
the insertion? Yeah, the insertion point of the bicep. Yeah, he did well. I mean, he did really well. He came to the gym, come with me. You know, I took him for a little session. Got on with my own stuff. Gave him a little session.
Richard Melbourne watching. Galax to shave. I'm not shaving. It's not happening.
Nah, he wouldn't have a girlfriend. For some reason, she likes him hairy Wookiee like. We don't know why still.
Yeah. Oh, we have got Paul Gunderson. I said Paul Gunderson. I thought I saw his name, and then
I'm glad the boy is here. One of the Sith Lords is joining us. Cleansing filth of the galaxy.
Got my Emperor's here, people. Double your efforts.
Mr. Traps.
Too much madness. It's actually been quite reasonable in the groups lately. There's not been like a lot of drama. I can smell something brewing.
Man. I don't know. I don't know.
Something brewing.
Something. The thing is,
apparently, I heard about this actually. Sideshow cancelled a load of orders for their distributors for the Hush Superman.
Oh, really?
So apparently, like a load of distributors posted that they had the Superman up for sale,
right?
And then apparently Sideshow said, "Yeah, we're not giving it to distributors to sell." I don't know whether that means that distributors assumed they were going to get it, or Sideshow backed out. I probably would have gone with them assuming. Right? I don't think Sideshow sort of company to back out. Yeah.
But this is what we talk about. In fairness, this is what I said about that Collectibles Direct in the UK. It's the same thing. I've heard too many stories about people ordering and they pay like whatever and they've got their spot and then it just doesn't materialize. I mean, didn't happen to Daniel a couple of times. It happened to a couple of other people where they're left with you're left with your cock in your hands and you know then the piece is out and it's like, well, where is it? And they're like, oh well, you know, we haven't got the numbers that we thought we'd get and all this, and that's a bit fucking off. I don't like that.
Again, though,
in a big problem in you because you know with all pieces there's when things are released, there's a little bit of a hype train. You certainly don't want to be buying things when things are released, not immediately. It's
got the mind reader in as well now.
The mind bender.
The mind bender.
He don't like it when I say that.
He keeps asking me when he's going to get an invite. I swear to God,
never comes. Fucker.
I swear to God, I said to him, George is meant to invite you each time, and I think he said he's never been invited.
He's lying, you fucking mind twisting fuck. He is well lying. I always tell him if we're getting together. I always say. Oh, I always worry about it though because I reckon he'll end up making me fucking. I'll come home and. You know, I'll be sitting down eating my dinner and then, I don't know, fucking the voice will come and all of a sudden I'll start clucking around the house like a chicken or some shit. It makes me nervous because them guys, they fuck you up later. You don't realise.
Oh, we got Dax Boland. That's a new one as well. Dax Boland is asking about the XM Vulture unboxing but no review. Let me check my folder of things to do.
Yeah, that'll be there. That definitely is there. We reviewed that piece because that got that. I mean, I could already give you the spoiler. That got a fucking rave review because that is a really good piece.
Here we go. So in my folder, right, this is behind the wizard's curtain now. In my folder of things that need to be edited, and some of them date back from the 24th to 6th to 24th of January, February, March, April, May, June 2017.
Oh, wow.
We've got Sideshow Chewbacca. We've got Atticus Boba Fett diorama, Sideshow Back in Black, XM Black Widow, Pop Culture Shock Sub-Zero 1/3, Pop Culture Shock Scorpion 1/3, XM Mysterio, XM Captain America Sun Sentinel, where he is. We've got the Sideshow T600 bust. Jesus, we filmed that in November. Fucking hell. Custom Penguin, Patient Zero, Kratos, both Sideshow, sorry. PCS Dread, XM Vulture review, XM Lizard review, Custom Punisher, Sideshow Venom Comiquette, XM Wolverine, Weapon X review, XM Spider-Gwen review, Custom Flash review, Winter Soldier, HMO Mega Man. I think there's more, but I don't know. Does that sound about right?
Yeah, probably about 5 or so more, I would imagine. Because that sounded like there was about 10 or 15 names. I'm sure there's around 20, 25.
No, there were 27.
27.
25, sorry, because it's 2 folders that are like new folder.
And we have Silver Surfer Comiquette to review, Gambit to review, Cyclops to review, 1, 2, 3. Done Poison Ivy, I'm sure I have. 4. Better Ray Bill, 4. Yeah, so we've got 4 here to do. Probably got about 4 at your house to do.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I'm going to have to review some of these over the... What day is it today? Fuck. I'm going away on Sunday, so I don't know. I'm going to have to try and get as many of these done as I can. I'm going to try and... I'll try and work. But then... Actually, I'll tell you what, I might be able to do some tonight. It depends on what... Because Colson doesn't want me to train in the morning. She wants me to train in the evening, so that means I don't have to get up.
Yeah, so you can stay up and do your shit, yeah.
Because I get loads more done like in the evening, at night time.
Peace, you didn't get bothered.
Anyway, yeah, so the review for Weapon X will be up soon, hopefully the weekend.
Hopefully the Vulture review will go up soon.
Don't know about the Vulture. I mean, obviously there's priorities of what's got to go up. So going back to that folder, the Winter Soldier, the Weapon X, the Custom Flash, the Spider-Gwen, Custom Punisher, which is Resin Works, Mega Man. So there's like quite a handful that got to go up. What I'll try and do as well is I'll try and get them so that I can kind of schedule them every other day for when I'm away anyway.
Yeah. And then when you get back, are you coming back? No, yet. Are we missing next week's chat then?
I ain't coming back.
Ain't no coming back.
It's really real world. Yeah, it's really real world.
No, I was doing Point Break.
Oh, were you?
We'll get him when he comes back in.
Yeah, we'll get him
coming back.
Yeah, coming back.
I tell you what, they really fucked the remake of that film. What the fuck were they thinking? I watched that and then fucking killed myself.
Yeah.
Don't fuck with Patrick Swayze and Keanu Reeves films, man. Just leave them alone. That was a great film, that was.
Yeah, no, I do like that film.
So tell me about anything you've picked up. What have you picked up this week? You must have bought 10 pieces, now you.
I bought Magneto, that was it.
Yeah, that's enough for 10
Magneto. Sorry, someone's just talking to me.
How dare they? You're busy.
Apparently, Secret Compass. I thought that's like an official shop, right? I do remember seeing something about this before, but Secret Compass, again, an official distributor of certain companies, but they're selling Tiger J custom piece. So they're selling custom pieces, which is unlicensed, but they're meant to be like an official distributor. So that's a bit I remember seeing something about that before. I remember them selling.
Secret Compass, is that in Hong Kong?
Secret Compass is an American company.
All right.
You're thinking of the place we went to, which is no, Secret Base is in Hong Kong. Hong Kong.
Yeah, that's it.
So
That's
Secret
what
Base is.
Yeah, you went there with Budget Stark.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking of.
So I mean,
well, that's a bit tasty, isn't it?
I don't know. I mean, I don't really think. Yeah.
It's a bit tasty, that.
I know. I mean, again, I don't really know much about Secret Compass, but I know that they're meant to be an official seller. And I do remember in the past, I can't remember the piece, but I think they sold, was it something like that, Custom Link or something like that? I remember them selling a piece and I was like,
how?
That don't seem right.
How did
anyway.
That? I'll tell you something, man. I just got the pre-order for that beast.
Yeah, I got pictures of it on here.
Yeah, I got. I had to do it. I had to jump on there, man. I was speaking to Marcus Chow, and he said to me, "He's like, I don't know, like 10 or 11 pieces like left." I was thinking, "Shit, need to move my fucking ass." So I thought, yeah, let's do that.
Right. So
very happy with that.
And like he's saying, Alex is currently listing all the statues he has a pleasure. He pleasures himself to recently. Yeah, of course I'm going to fucking. I've got to edit these things. So I'm going to edit the ones I fucking want to edit. For fuck's sake.
Take the perks where you can.
Yeah. We're going to talk about the Miles PF soon, so we'll get on to that. Thank you, Sean. I'm just going through comments. I'm trying to keep on top of the comments, but they start fucking talking between them, sons of bitches.
Honestly, what do they think this is?
Beyond Japan. Shh, it's secret. Yeah, there we go. Okay. So I'm going to start with the pictures.
Let's do it.
And again, let me work out how to fucking do this because I always forget. So
if an infinity screen don't come on, I'm going to be up.
You should get. Did you get the infinity?
There's a million things.
So you get the infinity screen, and then you. Oh, actually, wait. I'll tell you what. Let me close that because I've got to get the folder ready. I don't want another folder opening by mistake.
Yes,
that could be awkward. Okay, so that looks right. That looks like the right folder. There we go. You see that? You can't see it yet. Don't worry. They can see it on Facebook.
Right.
And then if I come back here and go.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah.
It's me you want to
present. Okay.
You ready, monkey boy? Let's go.
Yeah.
Ah, yes. Look, that's the selfie we took. And now I'm in the background. Look.
So that was just a reminder, just in case I was going to forget that. Oh, there we go.
Oh.
Actually, that's the wrong one. I want that one. No, that's not the right one.
I like that one.
So I want to open that. Sorry, it's opening with the wrong fucking thing.
Liar. This is what it's like, man. This is the joy of the RaddTitan chats, is Alex clicking buttons and trying to shut down porn at the same time.
I've got to be careful. I've got to be well careful here.
With dicks.
Need the one where it zooms in, so it's not that one. All right. All right, we're here.
Oh, good.
So yeah, so that was just a reminder. That was the moment where I took. Yeah, my hair looks like it looks like Andrew Ho's hair.
That's how his hair looks.
Yeah. So
you mimicking that style? Is that the style you're going for?
I don't know. It looks like they've squashed my head a bit. I've got a bit of a fat potato head. Looks a bit weird.
You look like you got egghead. The bottom of your head looks a bit bigger and the top of it looks small.
Looks like they fucking put Humpty Dumpty back together again, man. So yeah, that was the moment where I told George that Magneto arrived safe, and it was all good news. This was where I went on. Was it Tuesday? I think it was. I met Bruce Campbell. Got a couple of books signed.
How hard is your cock right now as he's signing that book? Because by the look on your face, you look like you're hiding a boner.
Well, I mean, it was pretty cool. I mean,
he's a lefty like you as well, which means there's about a 75% chance he's a serial killer.
Yeah, well, I mean, out of the two of us being there's got to be one of us who's probably got tendencies. But
yeah,
no, I mean, it was pretty cool. I mean, it was quite funny. I've got a list that's very short of people I want signatures from, and in all honesty, I've probably met quite a few sort of famous people where my friends have got signings or whatever else, and I've never really bothered to do it, or never really been that interested in doing it. But then also, I don't have an issue with talking to people like that. But then I literally froze up like a little girl. I just panicked, and I was trying to speak, and I was a bit like you know. But it was pretty cool.
I mean,
it's one of the people, huh? So it's one of the people where I wanted signatures from. So I literally had like 3 people, which was like him, Stanley, and Peter Weller. So RoboCop is the other one I want to get now. I didn't want.
Cool.
I didn't want Freddie. Sorry.
He was cool. This geezer, Bruce Campbell, was cool.
Super cool. Super cool. I didn't want Freddy Krueger's autograph, and then I met him. And I spoke to him for about 15 minutes, and he's a fucking awesome guy. And then I walked away, and I was like, such a cool guy. I literally got on the train home and going, yeah, man, he was so cool. And then I realised afterwards, I was like, fuck, I forgot to ask.
You did Red Dwarf. You were like, oh, what a guy.
Yeah.
What a guy.
And then I walked away. What a guy, man. It's so awesome. He's so chilled and whatever else. And then I got on the train, I got home. I spoke to I think I told my mum or something, and she was like, oh, what did you get signed? I was like, oh, fuck, I forgot to ask him. Dang, you damn it. But yeah, so that was pretty cool. That was in Forbidden Planet in London.
Good. Nothing.
This is the Halimar, Mistress Death.
Yeah, Halimar, Mistress Death. I just picked this up. I just got this in. So really happy with this. The flash is on in that photos for anyone who's maybe seen the piece. It's got like a metallic sort of paint job thing on it, and it's really hard to see how it looks between. If you go through a couple of pictures, it looks quite vibrant there. You know, that's the
head and the skull head.
Yeah, you get 2 heads.
Isabel, your second one's well pissed. But
yeah, I like that a little bit. But if you look there, that's like underneath like normal lighting and stuff like that. It's a hard one. It's sort of in between. The naked eye, the way it looks, is somewhere in between the 2 of them. That's why I took the picture with the flash and one without, because it doesn't look right in both pictures. It looks in between the 2. That's nice. It's good for what it is. It adds something to the piece. So I was quite happy with that.
Just remember, what you do with it? Oh, I'll ask you later. Because you owe me tax for it. All right, and there's that. The master. I don't like the head.
Yeah, but in fairness, it is. I mean, depending on what you're reading, she does look like that in certain things, and other things she's a lot hotter. So it depends really what you're reading. It's a little bit more, or like it's not Thanos Rising. She don't look like that, but in some of the older sort of stuff, sometimes she looks a bit like that. I've gone with the skull head anyway, because for me that's how she mostly looks most of the time.
Yeah, I like the skull head, to be honest with you. I mean, yeah, I prefer the skull head by far.
Yeah.
Then this is the Sideshow Collectibles Predator, which
that don't look good.
It's leaning a bit.
That don't look good at all.
No.
That piece ain't been out fucking 5 minutes, so that's not that. It could just be one bad example of it. We don't know yet. I know that this is circulated on some of the groups, and people are asking, if this is a common thing. I do know that it's really that head on it. It's really heavy. It's quite a heavy piece. So And I do know that the head also leans ever so slightly forward. That if you knock it, apparently it will come straight off. So I watched a video on it where the guy did it. Apparently, it's the way the dreads are positioned. It's like it sits in, but it's like if you just like slightly knock it, the head will come straight out. So that's quite concerning. That doesn't look great.
Yeah,
It doesn't look good at all.
it don't look good, especially when it's not a cheap piece, is it?
No.
So
it was a few. What was it, like 1,200 again?
Yeah, it was a 1250, something like that. I think.
Expensive, man. That.
Yeah,
big
not
though.
nice.
It's a big fucking piece. Ain't small.
I think Speedy got one, but I think after seeing these pictures, Speedy's going to be getting it out, and he's going to be checking it again.
Tell you what, I watched Nanny D's. I mean, fuck me, what that guy can do with paint, man. Jesus Christ, he repainted this, didn't he?
Yeah, they're all talking about Smooth Criminal and whatever else on here, and then
it totally is.
Dion Zapan is saying, Arnie, are you okay? Are you okay, Arnie?
That's good. That's really good.
So, yeah.
Arnie,
no.
You tell us that you're okay.
And what's the next one?
No,
it's the Tactical Guile. So a few guys got this, and it's good to see. I like this. I like the look of it. I wouldn't have ordered it, to be honest with you, because there's a big
Sonic
debate going on about how pop culture shock. It's not really a big debate. It's on a small group, and they're talking about how pop culture shock should probably have made the edition size of this 100, and just let whoever order it, and that's it. First come, first serve. I know what they're trying to do, but I don't really think it works. I don't think this raffle thing works, and I think it just won't come out that, I think this was an edition of 50 and only 10 people could order it, but the other 40 had to order another piece to be put into a raffle to be able to then order this. So it's a bit like, well, why should you have to buy a piece to get the piece you want, to have a chance to get a piece you want? It kind of forces people to buy a piece they may not want. And
I don't know. I mean, it's one of them hard things. But I mean, there are companies that do that all the fucking time, all over the world. This is what happens. People, they want to give incentives to do things. I mean, at the end of it, this would have cost a lot to make 50 edition size in the factories, dude.
Yeah. I know that.
Per piece will cost a lot of money. They may actually, if anything, based on the price that this piece is up at, I would be very surprised if they're not making a loss. They're either making a very little amount of money or they'll make a loss, because the lower the ES, the higher the value of the fucking. I mean, you go into a factory, say you want fucking one of something. It's all right, here you are. Give me what is it, 20, 30 G? I'll do it for you.
Well,
say, you know what I mean? Well, go on, yeah.
That's like 5-6 grand to get one done. I think to get your master done is like 5-6 grand.
It's expensive. So you want 100 pieces. Or you want 50 pieces? That's that's a lot. That's not cheap per piece.
Yeah,
it will be a lot of money. So I don't know how. However, they see, for me, it's one of them things. It's whether you want it to be a higher edition size. But I think maybe they're giving a little bit something back to the old school PCS collectors.
I like the idea. I like the idea of the small edition size. I do appreciate that. But I just don't know whether this raffle, I don't know how the raffle was drawn. I don't know. I mean, one of the guys I've seen win not so long ago, he sold all it. He used to get APs all the time, and literally he would have them every single time. He used to flip them all the time. So he's won one of these and he's bound to flip it. So it's a bit like, are you getting the right people? How were these people selected? Are you going on?
It's a good question.
I don't know. I don't know how totally it was selected. I don't know. Maybe that should have been clearer.
It's always very difficult when it's complicated. As well as I do, when we do the statue giveaways and the things, that's so hard.
Oh, of
You
course.
have to try and keep it transparent, and then you know what I mean. But at the same time, it's massively complicated,
Yeah.
massively complicated. And then you know what I mean. You don't want people like being like, "Oh, it's a fucking fix" and all this, and you know.
Oh yeah. I mean, and also you got people who they keep sending pictures of their like posting pictures of their like collection in a post about this, saying I didn't win a tactical. Look at my collection. I should have got a tactical. I'm not going to collect this anymore. And it's a bit like, don't then.
But yeah, I mean, at
Yeah.
the end of the day, look, you know, I always say, you know, with these things that if you act like a fucking child, you make these things look like toys. That's my
Yeah.
opinion. If you act like a child, then you know people will look. The rest of the community will eventually will be looking at it, and it'll just be seen as they're toys because you're a fucking kid. You
Yeah.
know, unfortunately, you know, you got to try to have a little bit of resolve about yourself. If you know, what I mean, have a little bit. You know what I mean? If things don't go your way, you don't just throw your fucking toys out your pram all the time. I mean, it seems like this is happening all the time now.
Yeah.
Every group, it's like, oh, I'm fucking not collecting anymore. I'm throwing this. You know what I mean? And then these are the same fucking people that you know. 2 months later, I got this. I just got this pre-ordered. It's just like, oh fuck me. You know, you got just don't put yourself in that corner. Don't let emotions get the better of you when you embarrass your fucking self. Because the problem is with online, and I know this myself. I remember one time I said on a review, 'cause when you do reviews as well, this is the other things. When you do any videos or anything you say, people can always use it against you later,
Yeah.
remind you
Yeah.
of things you've said. Do you know what I mean? Opinions change, things change. And do you know what I mean? Obviously, a piece I saw 2 years ago that I thought was exceptional will be long surpassed by now. But you know, things don't always hold up as well as you would like them to. But I remember one time I turned around and I said, I think the Wolverine, XM Wolverine, was better than the Magneto. I remember saying that. I remember. And I still wake up in a cold sweat fucking every now and then going, oh my God, what the fuck? But that's how, at the time, that was my feeling about it. I remember, you know what I mean? It wasn't accurate. It wasn't right. It wasn't a feeling that lasted, but it was still a feeling.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, yeah. I mean, if you refer back to a lot of our videos, you got to remember that, our videos are some, for over the space of 5 years, and there are a lot of them which relate to, what we liked at that time and what we'd seen at that time. So it was all relative.
Yeah, it's like
Obviously,
picking
if we
on
go
fucking
back to the
films, isn't it? It's like
first,
picking on films that don't age very well.
yeah, well, it's yeah. I mean, if we go back to, if you go back to the first 10, 20 reviews we did, if we probably did those pieces again, I very much doubt they would get the same response they got now.
They wouldn't get the same respect. I know that. But that's because you've seen more. You know, as the years go on, go to all these cons, you go to all these other collections, and all these see these customs, and you see this, you see all these old OG pieces, and you know, you see. Over the years we see thousands of pieces. So what ends
Yeah,
up happening is obviously your your
your reference point.
expectations become high.
Well,
So you know.
your point of reference is more.
Exactly. But my point is, anyway, I think that they try to, you know, maybe they're trying to give something back, like some OG sort of like, you know, like the Zangief was back in the day. Like a couple of pieces have got low ES. Maybe they wanted to do that. Maybe that was their point. I actually commend them for trying to do this type of thing. I know, as well as you do, that it's really hard to be
Yeah.
transparent and to organize these type of things, and the more you make them complicated with raffles and names, all this shit, there's always people bent out of shape. Always.
Well,
Always.
if one of the concerns that was posted by, I think, Anthony, was they didn't want people around the world to have to get up at X o'clock in the morning to place an order because they had to get one of these. So they didn't want to force people into that situation. But if then that's the case, why don't they release, like, they do like a whole thing out of it where 10 get released at this time, 10 at this time? And I don't know. I mean,
It's difficult. It's difficult, dude. That's
it
the
is
point.
hard, but I just
The more you start getting complex about things, it becomes difficult. And then, like most things, it becomes like there's always the conspiracy why they're doing that, or why they're doing this. It's you can't win. The truth, the fact of the matter is you can't win. You're going to upset some people are going to be delighted. And no matter which way round you do it, no matter which way round you organize it, you're going to get the same response. So stick by your fucking guns and do what you want to do. Stick, grab your nuts and say, okay, this is how we're going to do it. And if people are unhappy, then fuck them. That's their problem. It's like, I can't get this first for figure shit that people are like, I don't like this, and they change everything. I just don't get that at all.
No,
I just
don't think they should do that.
I just think to myself, you're creating a rod for your own fucking back there. At the end of the day, stick to your. There's an element of listening to certain things, but not to the degree that I mean, they're taking that to a whole new level, man. And now every post, I'm just seeing people complain. I just think it's just it's spoiled, man. You're gonna make people spoil. You just and it's never good. It's never good in the long run. You need the creative license to say this is what we're doing, and anybody likes it, great. Anybody that doesn't, great. You know what I mean? We respect if you're not gonna buy it, but this is how we're gonna do it. Subtle changes are always good, but fuck me, some things. I mean, they completely changed that. What was it?
I did that last stuff to Snake.
Yeah, they changed they changed so much of it. I just thought, wow, you know what I mean? That's going to be a hard line to live by,
Yeah. Well, it's. I mean, the thing is they need to somehow, I don't, Alex and Chox and Jeff, the other guy, and is it Ben as well? I can't remember, but they know kind of what they're doing, and the thing is I mean, but what they hopefully they know is that they look at the comments and look at the people who are likely to actually place the orders.
Yeah.
So you're going to get it. They've got a group of 40,000 people.
Yeah.
You're going to get certain people who just go in there and say, "This sucks. That sucks. His left nut is too low." Everything they're going to complain about, and then. Then when it comes to do the order, they'll change everything to the way that person wants it, and that person's not going to order. Then,
yeah, but I know at least 5 or 6 people, who basically liked it the way it was, and they changed it or they didn't order it. They were going to order it, and they didn't order it because of the changes. My point, which I'm trying to make, is no matter which way round you do things, you're always not going to please everyone because art is too subjective. So and no matter which way you try and you whether people like it or they don't like it, whether it's a raffle or no matter, you're going to put people's nose out of joint somewhere. So really, all you can do is do what you think is right and try and live by that. But for me, I think by trying to please everybody, you create a really, really difficult. It's like a child. If you give it everything all the time, or like even like a puppy or anything, if you give it everything, then it becomes a very difficult animal, a difficult person, because it's expectant. You don't want anybody expectant because you can't please them all the time. Don't like it, pass on to the next one. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Just want to give a shout out to Wayne Ashford. He actually had a heart attack. So not recently, a couple of weeks ago, I think it was.
I was watching one of your videos where you break shit.
Don't you remember the last time he had he lost his shit because we hadn't posted a movie statue for a while, and I told him I was going to post the T600 and I haven't yet. So I hope that didn't spark anything off. But
upset him, Jesus Christ! But, I mean, he's had a heart attack. It's a miracle, that he's fucking. A lot of people, the statistics of surviving a heart attack are really fucking low. The percentages. So, man, congratulations, well done, fucking you. You're a miracle, man. So rest up, speedy recovery, and don't look any unboxing of Alex on his own with any statues. It's not going to help.
Yeah, I need to put like a heart warning condition on the videos now, don't I?
Certainly ones you're in.
All right. Well, this is the Sideshow new Joker. So Sideshow basically gone on and they've kind of done like a whole.
Wasn't this quite expensive?
Oh, I don't know.
I think this was quite pricey. I remember on the groups a lot of people passed because of the price point. I think it was $680, $650. It's around that mark.
Well, $640. Yeah.
Yeah, I think people were a bit disappointed with the prices of it because there was something else that just came out from Sideshow that was a really good, what was a decent price. Maybe it was the pre-order the week before, but it came out and it was. I remember it was very reasonable, like $500 and something dollars.
Yeah. What do you think that was?
Fuck my life. I don't know.
Go
Have
on.
you got it there?
I'm opening this. I'm going. Well, the last one to come out was the Queen of the Dead piece, the Galaverb, and she is 460.
Yeah, but there wasn't that. Maybe it was. It might have been that. I just remember that there's been a couple of releases and the prices have been reasonable. I think this is quite expensive. $640. I mean, do we ever got the stats?
It's big. I've got it coming up in a second, but it is quite a big piece. I mean, his gun sticks up, his leg sticks out. I mean, he's going to be, and then he's going to have quite a big base.
To cover
deal with that.
That's the point. Yeah.
I'm just scrolling down. So, there's that weird niffler. Lino.
Find out the stats of this. Don't worry about that now. Stop obsessing about something. It's all right.
So I do like the art direction on this.
I
think it's really nice. It's really different. I think there's a lot of detail going on there. So it's 25 inches high, 17 wide, and 12 deep. So that's going to take up a kind of whole cube, really.
Yeah, I mean, it's not small, not by any state of the imagination. It's quite wide as well. Yeah. I agree with you. I really like the direction of this. Yeah. I like how different it is. Like, it's fully sculpted. It's quite dynamic. It's like very much a nod to sort of either animated series or comic sort of style where he's fucking nuts like that. I really like the classic portrait as well. So I really think they did a great job with the exclusive.
Yeah,
I like the portrait.
Well, the classic portrait is more. The classic portrait almost looks like the old Adam West one, doesn't it? A bit.
A little bit, yeah. Like, I mean, no, I wouldn't say Adam West. I would definitely go with almost like the fucking the cartoon that we used to watch.
Yeah, yeah.
But I like it a lot, and that's quite a drastic change. Of the appearance. I really like that.
The exclusive is the portrait
and the cake. And the cake.
That's what I just said.
That's cool. They're the type of exclusives we want. 2 pieces, quite a drastic change.
And again, that gun is pretty cool. But then again, I think with the cake, cool. Sorry, wait a minute. The cake will take off take that down to about 3.5 inches.
Yeah, 22, 23 inches. I'd say I agree with you. Take about 2 inches off it. I really like the scarred up face of it. If you look around his chin and his face, it's all marked. It's all backed up. That's really fucking cool. That is. Problem is again,
and his ear as well.
Yeah, the problem is again,
his ear looks like he did fight with Tyson.
This is a prototype, and all this shit always looks great. We need to see. We need to see the same cleanliness in the teeth and the color contrast between the skin and the teeth. If it all looks the same, they need to make sure it's deliverable. That's what's important.
It's like Brendan sending me one of his scale comparisons.
I love it. He's always well fucked.
I know. He's sending it to me going, here's a size comparison. And I'm like, Brendan, they're never in scale with you. Because he just basically gets like a random fucking picture of a table.
I just love the effort the boy does. Bless his heart. Bless his cotton socks.
It might be close. I mean, like... Yeah, well, I don't know. I don't know if I should show it because it might give. I don't want people to set up their displays based on Brendan's dodgy fucking scale.
I have to say though, I agree with, like I say, based on what I can see here, I really like the look of it. I have the original premium format, and to be honest with you, for me, it's not a sellable piece or a changeable piece. I like it. I'm going to keep it. Other than it being a little bit stiff through the pose, I love everything about it. The one thing I will say though is this will appeal to a lot of people in countries like in Asia and in certain states in the US where it's really, really humid.
Yeah.
Because the bottom line is that mixed media does not do well over there. So some fully sculpted Joker is very drastically needed. So I think this will appeal to them. Something they can have in their collection, not worry about it fucking disintegrating over time.
All right, let me.
Because you know as well as I do, a lot of these good Jokers, they have such fantastic mixed media.
Yeah. I mean, the problem with what was the one I saw when I was in the Philippines? Lobo, and his jacket was fucked.
Yeah, it will be. It won't do well in that type of humidity. It just won't do well. It's just how it is. Unless you have it in an air-conditioned, air-purified room that's kept cool, and you got. I mean, that costs a lot of money. That type of shit too.
Yeah.
But if you've got that type of care, then they're gonna have a problem. Obviously, here in the UK, we're okay. So, this sort of thing will be fine.
Yeah, we don't have problems with it over here at all. So, yeah.
What are you doing now?
Oh, I'm just fucking. Can you see it or not?
What?
What can you see now?
I can see the Joker with his cake.
All right, good. No, you can't now. All right, so basically, no, I'm humouring fucking Brendan. So first of all, this is the one from Sideshow. So this is in scale with the Harley that they're going to be releasing.
Does that come with Harley? Who's a Jack in the Box?
That's Harley's exclusive, isn't it?
Oh, nice. Cool, man.
It's like a little Batman Jack in the Box thing, yeah.
It looks big to me, or is it just in the foreground?
No, it's in the foreground. So, no, it's just perspective.
Okay.
So it looks like they're both attacking the fucking Batman Jack in the Box.
Yeah. Hey, down,
so, yeah, there's that. So this is what Brendan's put together. I just want to have a little, disclaimer that I'm not confirming that this is actually...
I have to say one thing, right?
It's 10 out of 10 for effort, is all I'm saying.
What's up with Bane? How fucking small is Bane? He's much bigger than that. He's much bigger than the Batman, isn't he? He's like much bigger.
Well, the height-wise, he's like 24, 23, isn't he? 23?
Height-wise, the Bane is like, something. No, I think he's 25 with the way that wire sticks up. And the Batman is about 25 and a half. But there's no way that he is that puny. I mean, he's much wider. So much wider.
Do you know what Brendan's probably done, right? Is rather than like when you resize images and things, you use like the corners to stretch, and it will stretch the width and the height and the width. He's probably gone and he's fucking around with the height and then doing the width manually, so he's fucked it. So this is what Brendan.
That Bane is definitely across the arms, and the body is much wider than that.
This is what Brendan is fucking making a big deal that I need to show. So I just want to point that out. Thank you, Brendan.
When this piece comes out, this Joker, and you have the Bane, please send us in a picture of the two of them next to each other, so we can just specify that the Joker is in no way near the same size as Bane.
Well, he sent an image, and it's too small for even compared to your image, is too small.
Yeah, he's too small. Bane's too small. I mean, I think to be honest with you, looking at that, the Joker and the Batman are probably a better scale. I would ignore the Bane completely, and I would concentrate on the other two.
Right, this is what he's now kicking off at you.
Dude, I have it behind me. Look.
So he's saying it's like that now. Look.
Yeah. Now, does that look?
Dude, your tube's fucked.
Yeah, he's took the tube off.
What's going on with your tube?
He's much bigger than that. Then you get. That's Bane pre-toxin venom. Before his Weetabix.
No, I'm not going to say because you'll start like getting well excited. But Michael was fluffing you.
Go on, what's he saying?
He was saying that when you were training, that you were like Venom. Like Bane before he does his Venom, and then after you're like when he does his Venom.
Yeah, in fairness, I do balloon up quite a bit when I'm training. My wife always says like you look twice the size after I come out of the gym. It does say the same.
All right.
It's a shame, really. I should fucking get on the gear, and then I could look like that all the time.
So yeah, that's his comparison, and that's that. So
yeah, you see how
look
wide.
at his arm. Look at his shoulder. Anyway, we spent far too much time on your crap.
But that just shows you, Brandon, man. Mad love, Brandon. Good effort, son. Good effort, man. That's what it's about. It's about trying. We love tries here at RaddTitan. You know? That's what we love. They look great together as well, by the way.
I like his effort. I don't know what this one's here for, but we'll come back to that one after. Sideshow are apparently releasing their the icon, you know, the paperweight icon thing.
Right.
So they're going to release that for you to buy.
Why? The fuck I want that for?
Apparently, a lot of people have requested it.
Are you joking? The
A lot of
fuck do you
people
want a big F
because
for?
it's always on the it's always on the chat, isn't it? And Susan always has it in front of her. So a lot of people have gone, I want to buy one. I want one of those. I want one of them.
Oh,
I think what they should have done for Sideshow is they should have done a competition and given away like 10 of them.
I would have done that way.
And then sold them a bit later on. But I think I did make a suggestion, and I said to people, like, are you sure that this isn't like coming up to being like an April Fool's thing?
Oh, really? That's a good point, yeah.
But no, but apparently it's true. It's true.
No, I don't know. Maybe it's me. I don't understand this paperweight shit in general in life. I mean, do people have like fucking like a whirlwind in their office all the time? I mean, what the fuck?
I mean, maybe if you got a hot office, you got a fan blowing. I don't know, or your window open. I don't know. I guess we don't really have that luxury here because it's always fucking grey and gloomy. So
yeah, maybe you're right. Maybe I should cheer the fuck up and get myself a big giant S to put on my paper.
All right. So this is your beast, which you sent me a really crap image. It's like really blurry.
Look at that.
So that's what the comic is based from, Battle of the Atom, and then there's the image. This is the one. I think we showed it last week, and George.
I weren't sold.
Is it Galvin? Is it?
Yeah, Galvin Labs.
Yeah.
I wasn't sold on this though. You see, this wasn't for me. This wasn't enough to make me sort of interested. But then I see some more pictures. I keep going, and I had a bit of an issue with that front left hand. I don't like it closed.
Yeah.
Some people do. But for me, I really like the fact that is the Sentinel hand. I think is that the left hand or the right hand? I think it's the opposite to Magneto. So
left.
Magneto. Yeah. I think it's the opposite hand to the Magneto. I like the head. I like the pose. I like that whole thing. It looks balanced. It looks good. I like him ripping off the finger. Got no problem there. But I don't like that hand, that front hand I said last week. But keep going.
Yeah. Face.
Yeah. Be switch outs, which is good. So you get a couple of heads.
Show that one.
Yeah, see now you've got more angles of it. Now this is where I start to get interested, you see. Now I like the little added rock thing to the bottom. It's going to add a little bit of balance to the piece. Apparently that whole hand's going to light up, the center of it. So that'll light up. Yeah. And then I also like the open hand, like I suggested last time. I really wanted to see an open hand. So now that's...
We had the open hand last time.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
I like the wires and all this. So this has made me now jump in. So I've had to jump in and get my feet wet here with this piece because I think this looks perfect now. The balance of that looks better. You know, with the open hand in the middle, it doesn't look like so much of a space. I want to see some claws, man.
Yeah, yeah.
I like the way it's looking. So if anybody's interested in this piece, it's running really low. I think there's only 10, 12 left. And you need to speak to Marcus Chow. Find them on Facebook. He said something to me. I don't know if he was blagging to me, so I would pre-order fast. But he said to me that it's like $100 cheaper if you get it before the end of sort of March. I think it's the 24th or something of March, and then it goes up a little bit. So, that's another thing to take into account. I think this is $875, and the size is very similar to the Magneto. So it's about 21 high, 19 wide, and 17 inches deep. So yeah, it's quite a It's quite a lump.
Got someone listening to the Smiths here as well.
Who?
Spanish Heart and listening to the Smiths.
What song?
Don't know, just said, what song, Spanish Heart?
What song?
Morris.
Gotta love the Smiths, man. If it's
Girlfriend in a Coma.
yeah, if it's Girlfriend in a Coma, we should stop talking to him.
Well, it's depressing.
No, it's
All right, so here.
genuinely is quite depressing. I don't know why I like.
Oh
them,
yeah,
but
most of the stuff are well depressed. And then this is the.
Viali loves this. Viali really loves this.
I think the sculpt and the way it's been translated into a statue, I think it's been done really, really well. But I don't like the classic style. But I do think that they've made it really, really well.
I can see Wallace owning this or something like that.
Yeah, probably. I mean, this is Wally. Can't remember his name now. This is Wally anyway.
Wally, someone.
I think I fucking asked James the other day, and he told me, didn't he? But I can't remember now. That's how, that's how long it stayed in my mind for.
Do you know? It looks a little bit like to me. It looks like the. It looks like Hermes.
Hermes.
Yeah, the Greek, the Greek messenger, the Greek god, the messenger, because he's got just the boots and the sort of style and the helmet, because it has like a helmet, doesn't it? Hermes like that with like little wings and things on it. Looks a bit like that.
And they're saying Jay Garrett.
Who?
What's this? They're all saying, someone says Jay West, and then everyone's saying, oh no, Jay Garrett, apparently this is.
Not Jay Garrett, for fuck's sake. It's Wally someone, isn't it?
Oh, sorry. No, they're all saying they're all saying different names, right? It says Jay West, Jay Garrick, Jay Jarrett, Jay Garrett.
It's Jeff Jarrett. It's Jeff Jarrett, isn't it? Thanks, you fucking lot of you. Great deal of help you are.
Yeah. Garrick. Well, I believe in Nicholas. Garrick.
Right. Come on, next.
All right. Actually, Brendan corrected his spelling now. So now, God damn it, I don't know who to believe anymore.
No one. Trust no one.
Fuck you all.
Who's making this, Alex?
This is by Radd Studios.
Okay.
So, yeah. Yeah, I'm sorry, Brandon. This is the one time I should have believed in you. I'm sorry. Nicholas has lost so many points being wrong and being proved wrong by Brandon. There's a really I think, am I wrong? Is there like a really famous Alex Ross print of this, I think, as well in this? Okay. And I think that's where I've seen this image before.
That type of style, actually, yeah, I could definitely see that.
I think that they've made it really, really well.
Yeah, it looks very. It's
not something I would buy at all, but it's something that I think that they've translated it very, very well to a statue.
Sadly, I like my Flash looking quite bulgy in spandex kind of look. I think that says enough about me.
Oh yeah. So Brendan says it's based on the Alex Ross painting.
Yeah, it looks really nice. I'm really loving the details on that base and all.
I have mixed feelings about believing Brendan though.
Just believe. Just trust. In Brandon we trust. Don't worry.
All right. So then you got the Hush line. So they've yeah, you got more. So like last week they showed the Huntress, which is the one on the right, and now you have Nightwing on the left, and then the one in the middle up and left is Catwoman.
Oh yeah, I can definitely see that. Yeah, good spot there.
Yeah. Well, no, I've totally stolen it from whoever put the post up, but I can take credit. I have no problem taking credit for other people's work. So I can do that. But yeah, so this line's moving along really well. I think it was Joe who was saying that basically he thinks that he preferred Poison Ivy before Prime 1 got hold of it.
What do you mean?
Oh, he said he preferred it when it was Imaginary Arts working on it. He said that some of the stuff, the tweaks that P1 have made, he's not happy with.
Well, that just goes to prove my point. You can't please everyone. I actually think it looks great. I didn't like Imaginarium Art's take. I thought it looked shit. I told you they were like, oh, we'll fucking what do you think of this? And we were like, oh, don't like that. So I really like what they've done with this. So that's horses for courses, isn't it?
Spanish art. This is Hush. Catwoman's going to be Hush. This is
Why didn't Spanish art tell me what fucking Smith song he's listening to?
I don't know. Let me check.
What's down point, for Christ's sake? Jesus.
Spanish art, which Smith songs you're listening to? God damn it! Unless you've already typed it and I missed it. I got confused with all this Jarek stuff.
Smith stuff they like.
No, he's not answered your question, man. We should.
Man, he's chatting.
Should we remove him? I think we're going to have to remove Spanish art if you don't answer questions.
Finish.
You answer when addressed.
Why do we speak to you, man?
Yeah, the problem with this line, though, is the Batman and the Superman look great to me. I think they look really, really good. But the size, Superman, he actually says girlfriend in a coma.
Oh my god.
So the Superman is like 42 inches tall, which is like ludicrous. And I just don't. And especially, I guess if you get the fabric cape, you could probably pose it a lot easier. But when that sculpted cape one comes, that's just going to be like massive, take up so much room.
For me, I would definitely buy the Batman and the Superman if they were quarter scale, but I definitely can't stretch to 1/3. It's just I don't have the space. If I had the space, maybe I would even consider. I love the art of this. I love this style.
Yeah.
I really love that Batman a lot, and I think the Superman looking down, I would love to just pose them facing off against each other with a nice comic. I can see it now with a nice, Batman versus Superman comic of some description, or even just some Hush ones.
Or you mean like 612?
Possibly, yes.
That's Hush.
Yeah, that's the one. But I think the him looking down and the Batman sort of crouched over, I think that would look really impressive together. I really think they look fantastic, and Poison Ivy looks great too.
Well, they're saying Dwayne is saying that they should have the Riddler should be coming soon because he's a major part of the story. So
maybe that back one is the Riddler with boobs.
yeah, that's like something else there instead of a tit. No, look at the size of the waist. That can't be it. Actually, he's quite skinny, isn't he? But
that is the Riddler. That's the riddle.
Yeah.
I'm still looking to see a good Riddler. I think that's a piece that's long overdue. Long overdue.
For sure.
Such a cool looking character as well. When Jim Carrey looks cool, it's a fucking cool looking character, man.
What do you prefer then, Batman or Superman?
Dude, that's fucking hard.
Not in real life. Not in real life, but not in.
Out of the real life.
Not in the real world. In the real world.
More than I speak to Superman. Me and Batman have quite a solid relationship. We're in touch with my black dog. We're in a dark place together. Superman's too straight. If you're talking about characters, I always lean towards Batman. Yeah. I don't like anyone that's. I don't like anyone who's infallible. Bothers me a lot. I can't relate to any of that. But if you're talking about, I think I agree with you that Superman looking down looks fucking nuts. Really crazy. I can just imagine.
That's such an iconic look to it, and I think that looks amazing. I'd probably go with I do really, really like that Batman pose, but I would go with that Superman with the head looking down for sure. That's why. I opened up those the Batman and Superman cutlery sets.
Oh yeah,
the ones I have in my kitchen. They've been in the boxes for about a year. I opened them up, right? The fucking mug, the cups are like little baby cups. They're literally like a double espresso cup.
Nice.
And I picked it up and I'm like, Jesus, my hands are big, but fucking hell, man. It's crazy.
Dude, your hands ain't big, man. Riali was round my ass the other day. Jesus Christ.
Yeah. Well, no, I saw Riali and I told him he has to lose weight on his fingers.
That's what we're doing in the gym. We're doing lots of little,
finger cups. Lobster boy. This is a Prime 1 tease. So this is the Prime 1 Pennywise from the new It movie.
Did you have a lot of friends? Wicked film.
I saw that thing you told me to watch.
It's well funny.
It's wicked. If you ain't seen it, go on to it's on the deleted scene, but
Yeah,
it's on YouTube and it's go up like deleted scenes.
yeah, watch it.
I don't know,
Don't
it's
tell
like Stephen
anybody. Don't tell
King's or
Alex
whatever
what
it is.
happens. Alex
But
pissed himself laughing.
yeah,
Everything
he's
takes away.
wicked. I can't remember what it's actually down as. Let me see if I can. I'll find it
No,
later. But it made me
just
laugh.
carry
Then this is the anti-venom, which George is getting hard on for lately.
I gotta be honest with you. I like the way this is looking. I don't know what it is. I've seen some close-up pictures and things. I like the details on it a lot. But what I like most about it is its pairing with the XM Venom.
Yeah,
I think that's what I like the most. I think them two pair together just looks absolutely mind-blowing. The contrasts, I really am liking it. Yeah, I think this has come out. I think this has come out really well. I think this is another huge hit, like the 2099. I don't understand that that non open mouth head, but I have seen a lot of comics where he looks like that as well. So
yeah.
I saw a couple of, because I looked at some covers. I was like, that's when it's dangerous. When I start looking at comic covers, it's dangerous.
Well, you were telling me, you messaged me the other day randomly, and you're like, I think I want the anti-venom. And I was like, what? What are you talking about? You're like, yeah, I think I want it. And I was like, oh, God. Where the fuck are you going to put that?
How big is it? Because next to Venom, it looks roughly the same size.
No, you dickhead. It's not. It's about 2 inches taller. I've got a picture of it anyway, and there's a wisp that comes off his fucking shoulder. Like, and
I've
it's
got
about
2 inches. I've got 2 inches. I've got it. If I need
You've got
it,
2 inches.
I've got it. Yeah, I can always give you 2 inches. That's fine. There's no problem.
I can't find this fucking Pennywise outtake.
Concentrate with a focus on hand, you little punk. Show at the end.
Task in hand, you mean fuckface?
Who?
Task in hand.
Yes. What did I say?
The focus in hand. There you go. My actually probably about. That's quite a bit bigger. Look at that. Look how much that sticks. Can you see my mouse? Look how much that sticks up there. Venom,
so go to the point of the arm. Right,
Venom
so
there.
that's an inch.
23 and a bit.
Yeah, I can get him in there.
Ooh,
I just really like that. I really like that contrast, but the problem is it doesn't make any fucking sense because they're both Eddie Brock. So,
are they? I didn't know. Yeah, I don't know anything about
it. They're both Eddie Brock.
Yeah.
The anti-venom is it's Mr. Negative, I believe, gives like Brock, touches him and basically cures him of his cancer. When the symbiote leaves Eddie Brock, and apparently cures him of his cancer, but something happens with his white blood cells, and when the Scorpion is the Venom. He runs into Eddie Brock, and the symbiote tries to leave the Scorpion.
What happens is the Scorpion Venom. I know that part. He jumps. He goes to jump and swing off the roof, and then while he's in the middle of the air, the suit looks like, hang on a minute, I can sense Eddie Brock and just fucks off and leaves like it's a Matt Gargan.
But then Matt Gargan, that's it. I think it's Mac Gargan, and then the suit touches him, and then like this thing, this is what is created because of and he can heal people. He can heal people like from radiation poison. If he gets hold of like Spider-Man, for example, and grabs hold of Spider-Man, he can take all his powers away. He can like cure him of his radioactive blood. So hence the term anti-venom. But I think, looking at the two of them together, they contrast really, really, really well.
Yeah, but like that's been angled, right?
Alex, look at the Mysterio. Who's taller out of the Mysterio and him?
Mysterio's in the background.
No, Mysterio is still in the same shelf.
Yeah,
it's on the same shelf. Yeah, but it's still taller, isn't it? Looks a little taller to me, so I reckon that's about 25 and a half inches. That I get that in there.
I don't know. I think he's taking the picture from down. It's tough, really. I mean, also, in all honesty, Carnage.
This fucking piece though, as well, isn't it?
Carnage is like 23 to the top there. It might be like 24. It might be all right, but this is angled, and look at that fucking wisp bit that comes out and whatever else. This is massive. Remember how big Venom is.
Yeah. Yeah, I just like the way they look together. I think they look great.
Yeah.
How much is this?
Fuck me. I don't know.
Oh, I just say I don't know. You don't need to investigate. I'll look later. Next,
I think it's
slightly
899, isn't it?
That's not bad. Not
That
bad.
can't be sold out. That can't be sold
Oh no,
out.
I'm gonna have to be patient. I think it's one of them ones that it's a potential. I ain't gonna buy it until I've seen it in person. I'll see it in person and I'll make the call then.
Yeah, the exclusive is 859, and it's an edition size of 750. And according to Sideshow, which are pretty much always wrong with sizes, it's 26.81 inches high, which is 68. Pretty much 681 millimeters, so 68.1 centimeters high. How much room you got?
Probably enough. I mean, I can get that Mysterio in the space that I'm thinking, and I think that Mysterio is the same size in height wise. So I'll investigate it. Well, I'll see it in person. It's hard with white. White is really challenging. You need to see the pieces in person because sometimes in pictures. But I watched some reviews and I really like the way it looks. The exclusive is the best head of that tongue head, and that's not the exclusive.
Pretty sure I saw Gem Mint. Gem Mint did one, yeah?
Yeah, he did one, yeah.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I saw his one. Wallace is talking about getting this, but where the fuck is Wallace going to put this? Jesus.
Well, if Wallace gets it, then I'll see it one day with James Wallace, and then I can make a decision on it.
Yeah.
But it's just one of them things. I want to see it in person first. But from what Gem Mint was surprised by the quality of it, and I'm actually quite surprised now because I haven't been remotely interested until I've seen it in review. But this is the wrong time to start. Like I said earlier, follow your own fucking advice. Don't start looking to buy things when the hype is strong. That's fucking stupid, and I ain't stupid. So I'll wait. I'll wait around and I'll see what's what, and we'll get on. Maybe I'll do a trade or something. Who knows?
God. Fucking drama queen. God damn it.
Who now? What now?
Brendan. Like a little woman. Jesus. He's sending me pictures of this like flash thing now with the name on it highlighted. And I said, I believed you. And he's like, if I can get over the brutal humiliation of being blasted over the internet for doing a good deed, maybe we can still be friends again.
Oh, Brandy, he's a sweet kid.
Right,
he's a bit of a woman, but at least he's my woman.
This is the exclusive part of the what's his name? Mike Myers from Pop Culture Shock. So apparently this took up a hell of a lot of space when they 3D printed it. So this, apparently this is huge. Yeah.
They're still doing the fucking stairs. That's why it's huge. They got fucking staircases.
No, just the grave is the only thing they printed so far that they showed.
Oh, wow.
And they said that this was huge. So yeah, that's that coming along. So this is 1/3. Cool. Really looking forward to seeing what they do with this. Michael Myers is really, really overdue. Like really overdue.
I think so.
What are you chuckling at?
So you don't like when it happens to you, do you? You fucking hairy fucking.
He's messaging you, isn't he? He's messaging you now, isn't he?
He blew me a kiss.
All right. So this is Cable, which is
this is Caleb. Caleb
Nefsan, and I know Caleb's doing. Yeah, so Caleb. This is Cable. I'm just trying to remember who the group is. Polygroups, masked by Polygroups. No, that's something on there. But this is by Caleb Nefsan. But I can't remember who's actually making the actual custom company making it. I can't remember.
To see it.
Yeah,
I mean, it's not going to change my life because there's no way in a million years that I'll ever sell XMs. I mean, the cable that I have is one of two pieces that is immovable, like forever.
Yeah,
and that is because it's favorite character and stuff. I'm happy with it. But he's a very talented guy, so I'd be very interested to see
Well,
which
apparently,
one.
Caleb was doing a Pennywise for Bad English as well.
Nice, very busy. He's
Yeah.
getting
Oh, and is it a Pennywise? And was it? Oh, it's definitely a Ledger Joker he's doing as well. Ledger Joker he's
I heard
definitely
about
doing.
that. Well, yeah,
So,
cool.
all right, I've lost my mouse. Oh, there it is. This is Chestbuster. So, sent to me by Radd. I've not actually seen this on. I don't know if this is actually a statue, but this is by Sergio Mengil. It's on ArtStation.
Sergio Miguel.
Yeah, Mengel.
Mhm.
I'm not sure this is a statue, but Radd sends me random stuff now and again. He sent me this one. That looks pretty cool. This one then is a custom Red Hood. I needed to check out who this was by. I know Alex Grimes was posting this on the group. So, yeah. So, what do you think of this one?
Looks cool to me. Like it, like the pose. I'm not convinced by the Prime 1 version. I don't like it.
Well, I know Thingy.
Tony.
Tony repainted his one, didn't he?
Tony's just put up a review. I've got it. Like, he's sent me the link on my thing, so I'm gonna get on there and check it out. But he said he's done a review of it. He basically tidied it up in a few places, which is cool.
Yeah.
I don't know. There's just something about that piece I don't really like the look of. I mean, I got quite a lot of look at this.
Yeah. I'm just scrolling down, and nope, there's no contact details on the post. PO is up. Blah blah blah. So PO was up. Interested. Blah 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 blah. Okay, no one decides that they want to put the name. Okay. Oh, here you go. Contact Farhad Khaled Al. Oh God, Dahwali. So Farhad, Fahad.
I think
Khaled,
that
Khaled, and then the last name is Al. So Al hyphen Dhuwaihi. I should have done it all phonetically, shouldn't I? I missed doing that.
Fucking hell, man. There's some vowels in that bitch. That's like fucking countdown in that name.
Yeah. So this is the custom piece there. I don't mind it. The only thing I don't like about this is I think
and 24 vowels, please, Carol.
Yeah, the thing I don't like about those, I think there should have been a little bit more kind of separation on the base.
Yeah, maybe.
But other than that, I think it's quite a nice. It's got
reach out ahead and the dynamic pose though for me. I mean, I've said this before. I don't really want to, at the end of the day, I've seen a lot of them Prime 1 pieces in person, and they don't do. Majority of them don't do much for me. A couple of them are quite nice, but on the whole, they don't do much. So
they don't get you hard like you want to be.
No, I don't think so. I mean, there's a lot of things about them that obviously I just find some of them quite matte and dull and a bit, they're just forgettable. Like I walk in, see them, and then I sort of like walk around the room and stuff, and then I forget they're there. I don't go back, which is a bad. It's just my taste, maybe. Maybe it's the scale, maybe it's the size. Just something about them. I just, I really am impressed with the Miller Batman, and I quite like the other one, the red one, Infinity, is it? No, is it Batman
Beyond?
The Beyond. That's the one. I quite like the look of that in some ways, but I saw Harley and I saw Two-Face actually is not too bad, but like the Arkham and stuff. I don't know. Each to their own, I guess. It's just that
I've seen most of them as well, and there's only of the Arkham line. It's just I agree. There's something about them that when you look at them, and it's just like, And I had the Arkham Knight Batman, and it did absolutely nothing for me. It's one of the only pieces I purchased, and the day I purchased it, it stayed in the box. I didn't set it up. and it only came out of the box because I was doing a room tour one day, and George was like, "Oh, you need to set it up. Where can you put it?" And you put it up in the corner.
Yeah.
So that got it like a month on the shelf. But other than that, I didn't like it at all. And then Deathstroke came in, which looked reasonable, but then actually looked pretty good. But then the issue was then it just had too many small QC issues that bothered the fuck out of me.
Deathstroke and Miller seem to be the standout ones for me. But I mean, you know what? There's people do like them. You know, there's people that really do. I really think they're 2099 and they're that's a real different. I mean, that's just like a different level. I think that they're the stuff that people that's exciting. Prime One's Marvel stuff. Maybe that's why I'm not bothered. Is because it's a museum posed game, Arkham game thing, and I played the game. I played all the games, clocked all the games. But it's not anything that don't get me hard. I don't walk in and see anything that's like, wow, I need to buy that. Maybe it's the scale, maybe it's the content, maybe it's a museum based, game that I don't know. But some I really think look terrible. Some I've seen I think look shockingly bad. But you know what I mean? So, and I've got to be honest, this one, this Red Hood is one of the ones I really wasn't. I was looking at it just thinking I don't like the look of it all. And the other dude, the other one, I don't know who he is with the gun up. I've forgotten his name.
The Arkham Knight.
Yeah, it was just like I saw that and I thought, oh no, shame because I really liked it in pictures and videos, but in person I was like, oh dear.
Well, one of my favourite ones I've actually seen is, I've seen Harley. She didn't really do a lot for me either. I saw Two-Face. He was okay, but one of the ones that really I really liked was Robin. I thought Robin with I saw him with his the shaved head, and I thought he looked super cool. I really like the look of him.
I like the other one. What do you call it? Robin. The one that has, that freeze. That's crazy, next level. And that.
Oh yeah, so I just mentioned that freeze and the environmental suit. Yeah,
those two pieces look like to me like a real big jump in quality compared to the others. I mean, that's just from what I can see so far. I mean, they were mind blowing, them two.
Yeah. So I'm just skimming through comments. 23 I think Pop Culture Shock is speeding up their pre-order process. I don't think they're going to have that long wait as they've done before. I think the new owners have actually got on top of it a bit better.
Well, I know that there's like 4 huge containers that are arriving soon. And apparently they've got like Evil Ryu in there and like loads of other pieces, like
He-Man combo and
loads.
Yeah,
it's all coming.
This is, I think we showed this before, but I can't remember. This is the salt and pepper Domino. Yep. So Domino is one of those ones. I think they did one previously. I think it was Mad X, but it might not be. But salt and pepper definitely worked on one before. And she's kind of crouched down, but it's one of those characters that's kind of needed.
It's certainly for the Deadpool one.
Yeah, for Deadpool, Cable, any of those characters really.
Yeah,
and I do quite like the look of that so far. I'd quite like to see a kind of render of that.
Like Knob Disco, isn't he with her? Isn't it his woman?
Oh fuck those! I can't remember. Probably.
I thought it was Deadpool's woman.
Probably. I thought it had to do with Cable, but I might be wrong. But it's both X-Force, aren't they?
Mm-hmm.
Glad I said X-Force and not X-Factor. So basically, this is the Sideshow PF, and this is the what's his name, Miles
Morales,
and on the base is the Venom symbiote from the Venom War. So it looks a bit like.
I really like the base a lot. Base looks wicked.
It looks a bit like Audrey 2 from Little Shop of Horrors.
Yeah.
But I do. I mean, I like the way they've gone away from the smoke bases, because those smoke bases they got boring very quickly, and in hand they couldn't deliver the paint on those smoke to kind of make them look convincing enough and not look too cartoony. But I think that this could look pretty cool.
He's a bit thin, this geezer. I remember like people were telling me that he looks like really thin.
Yeah, but Brendan's saying, actually, it's quite a good point. Actually, Brendan's saying that this is a quarter scale version of something you would see of like an Iron Studios 1/10 line.
Yeah, it's actually a really.
I don't agree. So a lot of people are saying this is the Venom pose, but it's similar. But you know, his legs much further forward, and
no, the legs are in alternative positions.
Yeah, I just
the
think
right leg is back and the left leg is forward on the Venom. It's different, but it doesn't matter. It still could be the same framework, and the legs changed.
Yeah.
But it doesn't matter at the end of the day. I agree though that if you do have the Venom and you're thinking of adding this to your collection, it is very samey. If you had the Miles Morales, the Venom, and the PF, I think you're going to have a little bit of, oh right, is it a fucking gymnastics tryout? You know, what's going on here? Is it Vault?
What's that thing? The horse or something? No,
Vault. It's called the Vault, isn't it?
The Vault. What's the horse thing? Oh no, that's what they spin around on.
Yeah, the horse they spin around it. Yeah, it's like what the fuck is the horse thing? It's called, what is it? Is it called the horse? It ain't called the horse. It
is called. It's a horse. The thing that they like leapfrog over and that's a horse.
The one that they take away.
Here we go. Like the pummel horse.
Pummel horse. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah. So
yeah, I don't know.
Mr. Red.
You're reliable as always. I think if you have the Venom and you have the Spider-Man already, it would be a bit of a shame for you as a collector to have, you know, for it to be the same sort of thing on one arm, the right arm, and blah blah blah. But I think if you didn't have any of those pieces, you know, this is dynamic. I like the fact it's grabbing him around the leg, and you know, I like the base a lot. The base I really like. The skinny thing bothers me a little bit. It's just far too gangly.
Well, I think that's his kind of artwork, but
it is. It totally is.
I'm just wondering where the support is going to be. Obviously on the arm, maybe something here, but I don't think that's going to be much.
That's it, isn't it? That's going to be part of the support. Is that thing that's coming up and grabbing his leg? That also will be supporting part of the weight to stabilize it, which is a great idea.
Yeah, because there's a joint there.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that might peg in.
That bottom part of the base must connect in and hold the foot, or just as added support, which is a great idea.
Yeah. And then apparently, I don't know how true this was because someone said it might be Photoshop, but this is the switch out head.
Looks fantastic.
Yeah.
It's a shit picture, but I've seen it like a better picture of that. I think.
Yeah, and he's holding his mask at the back.
Yeah, I like that. That's a nice portrait. Good job.
Then this is the statics, and this is statics Hobgoblin.
Yeah.
So I don't like. I said I don't like these ones here and here. You see the bombs. It looks like he's just dropped them. But I think what's kind of happened is he's kind of he's thrown them and then he's kind of flown over the wall. So he's kind of, I don't know, but then he's going to probably blow himself up at that rate. But
I don't think that their purpose is to hold hide maybe where the glider joins onto that base.
Maybe, looks to
me like disguise it.
Yeah, I don't like those though. But I mean, I like the piece as well. I mean, you know, it goes with the character.
For me, if you go back, for me, I would, if it was me, I would use smoke to do that. I know that we've just had that discussion about the smoke, but I would have maybe the smoke going looping round the building, like a few lines.
Yeah.
And that being the part that basically breaks up the joins and where it sits. Like he's flown around it. Do you understand what I mean?
Well, he's flying from the back and over.
Yeah, I mean, I would do it more a couple of spirals around it, like he's flown around it once and then he's come up the top. That's how I would do it. just aesthetically wise, I definitely agree with you. Though those bombs don't work, not from this concept anymore.
I do like the kind of texturing on the legs. I don't know what that is. It's like a feathering, isn't it? Like the way they got those.
Yeah.
And there's a close up there. Statics also did the crow. That's just released. So that's the unmasked head there.
That looks really nice too.
This is the unmasked one there. Looks like Hugh Hefner.
I think he looks like fucking Ric Flair. Woo!
But he is. I mean, that's what he looks like anyway. Because I did actually. I looked into the unmasked portrait on the comics. Not in the animated series. The animated series is a young guy, but in the comics he is like an older guy, and he's holding his mask there. I do like that detailing on the belt, clips there underneath.
Yeah, it's really nice, man. Couple of tweaks and you're there. Yeah, that's a wicked portrait. That's wicked. That one with the tongue. Yeah,
I like that. I think that one fits on the body perfectly. That one fits on the body, and I don't think that fits as well.
Fits fucking great. Looks wicked.
Yeah.
I like it. Big fuck off giant goblin head. Love that. Perfect.
Different arm as well.
Big fat goblin head.
And then there's that one. There you go. I prefer that one.
Yeah, they're both good. I like the other one though. That's a little bit more accurate. I like that one.
Yeah, I prefer that one for sure. And you got the back there coming over the wall. Different heads.
Mm-hmm.
And then this is their crow as well, which is just the prototype is in hand. So prototype was his first production piece. So this is with the artist commissioner. Sorry, so he's there. So this is the in hand pictures. So
yeah, I really like this. The guitar.
I love the movie version of this. I think it's great. Really, really.
I think that crow made just look a little bit bulbous, a little bit big. But then again,
I don't know. I was in my garden the other day. Oh no, sorry, no, I weren't. I was in my bedroom, sorry, and I could hear something outside my room. Like it sounded like someone was walking.
Gently rapping on your chamber door.
It sounded like some fucker was walking on because there's like a little flat roof outside my window, and I looked out the window. And there's this big fuck off crow, like massive crow out there.
They are big. Some of them are really big.
I looked at it. It looked at me. I closed my curtain and pretended nothing happened. I didn't want to fuck with it. It was, yeah. It was like the other day, right? I was in my house and I'm sitting here on my computer fucking around, and then something banged against my patio door, shit the life out of me. So I walked over to my door, and there's these two cats in my garden, and then they're just fucking around. One of them is like this. He's like sitting down. He's like quite a big cat, actually, big black cat. I bang on my fucking window, and it like looks at me over its shoulder as if to say like, what?
Yeah,
and then just looks back at the other cat and just like kind of like almost like shook his head as if to say, "What the fuck is it? What the fuck is it?"
You think he is, isn't he?
So yeah, but no, really, really cool piece. I do like this.
Yeah, me too.
This is the who do you know who does this one?
I think this is the same people. Oh fuck!
Is it Tiger J or no?
It's the same fucking people that
they're the same ones who do the Maniac Venom.
That's it.
But
I think it is that Tiger J then, isn't it? Because that's who did Maniac, isn't it?
I don't know. I think off the top of my head, I think so.
Okay. Well, let's look at his arse and turn it around, shall we?
I'm just looking to see if I'm going to get it right. So this is Carnage, and this is the version. So you got the doppelganger on the base there.
I think the base looks like a cake. It looks like a kid's cake. That whole base part. I actually quite like the Carnage, personally.
To be honest with you,
I quite like that Carnage. It's not the. I mean, it's quite an awkward pose, but Carnage is quite awkward. But that whole part of it, belief Carnage, I'm not convinced on. I'm not sold on that part at all. But it's this, horses.
I'm a big Carnage fan, I don't like it at all.
Or then there's something wrong because
I like the.
I'm not a big Carnage fan at all. So if you don't like it, then there's a big problem.
Yeah, I mean, I like the look of the head. The head's very very classic, very sort of Bagley. I do really like that, but to me, it looks like Doppelganger's out of scale. He looks too small. He just looks a bit like an afterthought.
Looks like a fucking cake to me. Want to eat him?
And
Surely.
I really want a doppelganger piece, and
Yeah,
I just don't think that does it any justice. Then the kind of I don't really know what that is that Carnage is standing on, because it looks almost like some kind of neon sign. But if that's a neon sign, it wouldn't bend that way.
I don't think it's a sign. It looks to me like that's some brickwork, and that's like a door. It looks like a metal door, like he's ripping the door off the brickwork. That's what it looks like to me.
Well,
From
I don't know,
here.
because if you look here, there's an arrow on top of it, like it's a sign saying
Oh yeah,
motel this way.
potentially, or yeah, it might be.
Well, look, if you look, zoom in, look, there's a fucking arrow there.
Yeah,
Why
yeah.
is there going to be an arrow on top of a fucking door?
Maybe it's saying this is the way out.
No, it looks like one of those kind of motel or something like
I
that
don't
kind
know.
of thing.
For me, I think everything beneath Carnage is a bit of a mess. But I mean, to be like I say, to be honest with you, I'm not the biggest of Carnage like comic book fan. So really, it doesn't really make it. It doesn't. None of this matters to me. The people that are going to buy this are going to be Carnage fans, and if I know that you're a rock hard, Carnage fan, and if you don't like it, then there's something wrong. Simple.
Personally, I think it's going to sell. I think it will sell. Just because of who's making it and the people who will buy it, because they're making it, whatever else. But for me, it does nothing for me. It really, I think for me it just misses it misses the mark, and I just don't think it works with those two together. And again, I just think that doppelganger just bothers the fuck out of me. I know you can take it off and you can put like a grate there, but I would want to display the doppelganger if I had that option. And I mean that's the Maximum Carnage kind of style. Sorry, someone's asking, but I don't. For me, it doesn't. I don't think it would translate very well into a statue. I mean, I'm sure I'm going to eat my words in like 6 months' time or whenever when this comes out, but
probably not if it comes out like that. You won't.
I don't know. Maybe in 3D, maybe in like actual print, it looks great. I don't know. But yeah, you could take off doppelganger. Yeah, you put a vent in his place. But
who the fuck's going to do that?
Yeah, I just for me, I don't know. It just doesn't do it. It just doesn't. It doesn't do it totally. So that's the switch out hand there. That looks better actually. I like that better. That arm,
the scythe.
Yeah, I do really like that head. The head is very classic.
I have no. I mean, I'm like I say, I'm not like the best person to ask because I'm not a huge fan. But I really like. I have no issues with the Carnage body at all. I like the body.
I don't know. It's just the way his foot's turned out as well, like that. So that's the bottom of his foot there.
Like he's sliding out of it, jumping over it, sliding over. So I don't have any problem with that, the Carnage body at all. It's a very difficult thing to get right. And getting in renders, things look good, and you know what I mean. In like pictures, they look good, and then in person, they look good.
I think the unmasked head as well. I think the heads look really good. I think that unmasked head looks like Cletus Cassidy. They've done a really good job of him.
I like the other one. I like the masked one.
Yeah. No, but I think the XM that probably does look better than the XM head as a character.
Well, I don't like the XM one at all. So I've got a problem there. So again, it's it's a shame really. It's I think for me, I'm going to put it out there. I think the XM Carnage is probably the most disappointing XM piece that's come out from last 12 months.
Shut your mouth.
I don't like it. I mean, we're going to get it into your light. We're going to put it under the lights, and I'm going to see what you've done, because I think you've completely fucked up all the parts on it. So I can't tell based on yours. But based on yours, it looks even worse than it did when it was at prototype level. So I'm just not feeling it at all, really. It's a shame, because I watched the reviews and I really liked the look of it, and I saw it in person. I was really disappointed. So we'll see. And maybe once it's set up correctly, I'll change my mind. But at the minute, it just looks a mess.
I did get quite tired and kind of gave up a bit.
Yeah. Still, for me, even seeing it this and the XM one, and they're still not the definitive Carnage is made. I mean, for me, still not been made.
But again, I mean, I do love the head. So that head, I really like that head.
Yeah, it's decent.
These are the metal pieces that have just been done for the XM Catwoman. So if you've got the XM Catwoman coming in, these will be the metal parts for the wheels. There's also going to have a metal chain going around them as well. So they're working on that at the moment. Really cool. And then this is the Extreme Sculptures Superman kind of changing.
Yeah, I saw this. Look good.
I thought he did one already. I mean, am I going crazy? I thought he did one a long time ago.
I have no idea, man.
Yeah, I thought he did one before, but
not really concealing himself though. There is he?
No. Well, it's based on classic art as well.
He's meant to use that.
And that's all of them, by the way.
Oh, good. Well, I've got a very early start tomorrow.
Shut up! I get up at fucking 6 o'clock every morning.
Yeah, in your dreams.
Yeah. So yeah. Sorry. Cal Soups 808 says he did do one before.
Ah, good. You're not going mad then, Alex. That's the plus.
No. I mean, no. I probably am going mad, but not about that. So, so
let's go for any comments, and then we'll.
No, there's not.
Adieu.
Again, Brendan said it looks a bit plasticky. The Carnage. Apparently, the bulbs light up on the side of the building. Wayne says it looks like a kid's cake.
Well, I see it like a cake.
Kinshin, the teeth are going to be a nightmare to ship without damage. I think he's talking about the base on the Venom War, but base on the Miles.
Yeah, maybe. Certainly, we've shot the Sideshow shipping because it's still.
Well,
I
don't know, because they shipped the what's he called, Deadpool. That was actually a nice surprise. Actually, how that arrived.
What's that fucking saying you always say?
Can't remember.
About a broken clock. Even a broken clock tells the right time twice a day. Yeah. That is the truth of the. That is the truth of the matter. The fact of the matter is, Sideshow's packaging is remarkably dated now. It needs serious updating. It needs change, overhauling. With the prices going to what they are, that needs looking at. I think that will change their fucking life. I promise you that. I mean, if the amount of damages and replacements, it will save them so much money, and it will eradicate a lot of bad taste, because a lot of people, they buy I mean, look at what happened to Chad today. Chad got in fucking Green Lantern. He's got fucking scuffs and cracks all over his fucking or the back of his body. Looks like someone's scraped across it with a garden fucking rake. And then his base is got a big crack down the middle of it. I mean, this is Green Lantern. This is a figure and a base. That's all the fuck it is. There's nothing else. Oh, and you get a little lantern thing with it and his head. That should not be hard to do. Do you understand what I'm saying? That should be an open and shut case. You shouldn't get breakages there.
Yeah. I mean, I just, when you look into, if custom companies, like say companies, custom commissioners or whatever you want to call them, if they make these statues, they can use these sturdy boxes, these like solid sturdy boxes, and they can afford to get them made. Companies like Sideshow shouldn't have, it should be a piece of piss. I mean, if XM are making them, XM weren't the first to make those boxes. I mean, Cinema Kets had boxes like that years ago, but Cinema Kets was always like a higher end company that should be expected to do that. So they
I just
basically
think,
someone like Sideshow. I've got the Dark Phoenix box in front of me. Something like that Dark Phoenix should definitely be in something that is going to be very sturdy. I mean, they had so many breakages on that. I mean, Hair, the Firebird, just loads of things breaking on that. They just need to. The thing is that the funny thing is, you say if they invest in these boxes, then blah blah blah. But they won't be invested in these boxes. I mean, they'll invest initially for the kind of setup and whatever else, but they're just going to pass that cost on to the customers anyway. So it's not.
That's my point.
It's not a cost as such in that way. It will be recouped back in raised.
But you know what else it does as well? It also says when the money is going up, it also says it says to the buyer that they've done something, they've invested, they're putting that money to good use. That's how it feels when you buy something.
If they did,
I'm not impressed with their shipping at all. I thought that the Thanos maquette would be a turning point. When you start charging $1,200 fucking for a quarter scale statue, you better fucking change something. And they didn't. That was lazy. That was half-assed lazy. They were just like, we're just gonna ship Mazes, and they're scratched and broken and damaged and fucking this, that, and the other. And for me, I think it's gone on for far too long. I really think they should consider changing the way that they do things. I think they should be wrapping things better. I think that tape fucking shit is done with. I mean, that one line of tape. I mean, even if they were to get a boxes where you can actually, I mean, how many fucking times have we reboxed statues from Sideshow after review and we can't get the box closed, or we can't, and they arrive apart. It's terrible. Even their own people can't get the fucking thing in the box and close it to pristine. I think out of all the Sideshow pieces I've ever received, if I've ever received a sealed, tight box where I've gone, wow, that it's probably happened 2 times out of 50 statues, and that's not enough. It's nowhere near enough.
I think my percentage is a bit better than yours then. But,
so you're telling me that your pieces, you don't come and there's like a gap in between your tape? Or you tape, like literally, you're telling me you've got a
what did you say? 2 times out of 50? That's 4%.
I don't think I've ever seen. I think I'm being generous. I don't think I've ever seen in all the unboxing I've ever done where the box is completely sealed. Where
you got to remember, like 97% of our reviews are Gary's products, and Gary never fucking seals anything. I'm joking. That's apparently what someone said, that we only ever review Gary's stuff. We don't actually have anything.
That's it.
I don't know. It sounds like a Paulette comment. I don't know. But I mean, the boxes need to be sorted out. It's just something that it's just like.
So even if they were to get it sealed and then put tape around this way, so tape around the sort of laterally and then tape over the top of it horizontally 2 or 3 times, just keep the fucking thing sealed. Keep it together when it's shipping.
The funny thing is.
Things move.
The funny thing is a lot of the Sideshow boxes, when you take them out, they've actually got like grooves in them where they could put Velcro straps.
Yeah.
Whether they're done, a lot of them you can actually do that quite easily. And then also, I mean, I don't know if it's even lazy. It's just a bit careless in a way, I guess.
I just with every release come and we start seeing all these damages all over and over again. I'm just surprised that no one sat around the table and gone, listen, what the fuck are we going to do about this?
Yeah.
Come on, there must be a better way. I just can't believe that conversation's never happened.
If it has, but again, it's all about, as a business. I mean, they got to look at it as well as cost. If that investment of having this better packaging, less things are going to turn up damaged. I mean, again, I in the last year, I received 14 XM pieces. Out of those 14 XM pieces, there was 0 damage. In the last year, I don't know how many Sideshow I received, but I had to get a few replacement pieces out. So, you know, I had to get a replacement head for Phoenix,
It's not even.
replacement gun for
It's actually
Deadpool.
just. It's just a piece of advice. It's not even a criticism. It's not, I don't care. I don't give a shit. I'm just trying. I'm just trying to say that I would feel a lot better about investing if I knew that the piece had more than probably a 30% chance of getting to me with it without it being damaged. I'm
Yeah,
just saying about that. I'm not talking about who does what better. I'm talking about, fucking Monday morning, go in the office, sit down. When you have your discussion about what you're doing, someone needs to bring up, the packaging and how they can change it. Whether it's going to be straps, whether it's going to be horizontal tape, whether it's going to be better tape, whether it's going to be better polystyrene, whether it's going to be them fucking corner things that go in boxes. I don't care how they do it, but something needs to be done because nothing has been changed since I started collecting, and probably from maybe 5-10 years before I even got here. It's probably the
yeah,
same shit. If anything, it's probably gone down because if you get some of the OG stuff, they're actually in more high density polystyrene, better quality stuff.
yeah.
So
Well,
it's
yeah, right. So,
worse if
well,
anything.
if you go all the way back to the beginning, the Wolverine wasn't packaged very well because he was packaged so that all his claws bent all the time. So
Yeah, I heard.
that didn't help. I just want to say I'm looking on Social Blade, and we are actually we broke into the 1 million mark here of the video viewed rank. We were always over like a million something place, and we're now 999,101 first. Yeah,
Yes.
I just popped up on my screen. I'm like, okay.
Today,
Apparently, we have
tomorrow, the
the
world.
713,139th highest subscriber rank.
Correct. I'm
Winning.
gonna have. I'm gonna go because I have an early start. I've got things to do. I've got things to prepare. So I will love you. I will leave you. And thanks for joining. Thanks for sitting through our shit. And much love to everybody. And we're now not 1 millionth anymore, which is great.
We've broken into that 1 millionth mark. All right. Thanks, guys. Thanks for watching. Doing the usual, like, comment, subscribe, and share. We've also had the resident thumb down, which was nice of them. So,
Thanks,
yeah.
man.
Thanks for watching. Thanks for taking the time to thumb down and thumb up. We prefer the thumb ups. But, yeah. So, yeah, thanks for that, guys.
Red
And
means we made it, right?
I don't know what we're going to do next week. I mean, I'm not in the country, so I don't think we'll be able to do a chat next week. But I'll try and post out. I'll try and edit a load of videos so that we can post them while I'm gone. Okay.
Sounds good. Okay.
Okay.
Mad love. Peace.
Bye bye. All right. Actually, I should have actually queued up a bit more because I'm. Yeah. So yeah. Okay, guys. Bye bye.
Oh.